gorgeous soul. Welcome to your weekly astrology reading with a little bit of tarot thrown in at the end. Now, also, I'd just like to say, don't worry, I have done a March monthly tarot reading, but your pure, unadulterated astrology reading is coming soon. So keep checking in, or even better, subscribe. Here's your weekly astrology. Hey Cancer, you're a little bit of a wild pony this week as you're galloping around like a social dragonfly. You don't want to be restricted, you don't want to be withheld, you want to get out of your routine and be here, there and everywhere. And that's because the sun is in your adventure zone and Mars is in your social zone. So you're like, rah, feed me with the power of mixing with people and socializing and partying and having a good time. If you're going, nah, that ain't me, it may be that you're suddenly mixing with more people online, you're reaching new groups of people online, and you're hanging out with people in general that you just feel that you're part of a movement, you're part of something, you're joining forces with people. It could be anything at all, any kind of group at all, but you're just loving it, and you feel that you're going to go places with this. You feel that you want to explore and that you want to experience things that are big and wide and freedom loving. You know, even if you write on your own, you're suddenly coming up with these big ideas. So harness them and turn them to your advantage. Now, one sort of interesting and intense thing that's going on this week for you is that Venus, the planet of love, is going into your primal zone. It's very full on. Now, Venus is all about love and relationships, and this particular space that she's sitting in is all about intensity, jealousy, obsession, sexuality, affairs, like really strong feelings and desires rising to the surface. And it's not even about, well, it could be. So let's say you're in a relationship, you might find yourself a bit more jealous than usual, a bit more obsessive than usual, or you might find yourself attracted to someone else because this position is also about secrets. And we can either give our power away at times like that, or feel, just kind of totally obsessed with one thing, with one emotion and one feeling. I mean, it can come out in money issues as well. If you feel that there's a power imbalance in a relationship and you feel that you need the power and you want the power, it's all very Game of Thrones, this position. So don't allow yourself to get eaten up or out of control with that. Dive deep within yourself and think, what is it about this situation that's making me feel out of control in whichever way that it is? I mean, if you're suddenly been in a relationship and you suddenly desire someone else, you start having an affair, what is that about? What's the bigger picture? And actually, the Sun and Mars will help you find the answers. Certainly, for many of you, it's going to be a tantalizing time with some very heightened emotions, feelings, and physical experiences. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Oh, interestingly, that is a very fitting card at the bottom there, the Devil, because it's like that. It's when we're overtaken with feelings and we feel trapped by it, but also we like it, but we know we shouldn't. Okay, Cancer, what is going on for you this week? What advice is there for you? Okay, Justice, are you big? Well, this could mean that there is some legal thing going on around you, or some sense that you feel there's been an injustice, or are you being too judgmental in a situation and playing the judge? What is that saying to you right now? What particular situation in your own life does that relate to? It may be that you feel that someone's dominating you and controlling you and making you do things, and you feel a little bit imprisoned by that because we have the Emperor here. So how do you handle that energy? Well, you've been working very hard with that energy. You've been ploughing through that energy. You've been doing, it looks like you've been doing your end of the bargain. Something's going to happen this week that is like a twist of fate. Whenever I pull the Wheel of Fortune, to me it's something that's going to happen that's deeply significant. It may be something big, it may be something small, but it gets you out. It's like going down the rabbit hole and appearing in a different energy, so you are released from whatever is worrying you. And as I said that, I pulled the Worrying You card. You may have had sleepless nights thinking, how am I going to get out of this situation? You feel totally betrayed and let down by somebody who's very controlling. But do you know what? You've got the world this week. You're entering a new world. Now, it may not be overnight that you're whisked away from whatever's going on with you that's really hard. But if you have a change of perspective or a coincidence that shows you this light and a way forward, you're going to go for it. And yeah, you may have to juggle a few things, but you're going on a fresh journey. Are you ready for it? Allow Venus in the 8th. You've got a lot of support from your friends, by the way. Allow Venus in the 8th to help you dive into yourself, to see how you got yourself in this situation, and more importantly, how you can get out. Take care, gorgeous, and I'll speak to you soon.